everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill. If you can hear a whirring in the background, it's the fan because it's quite hot in the craft room today. Now we're going to make another flower tree, and this one is going to be Alice in Wonderland. I've got a 10cm ball here, but it's a bit beaten up from a project that went wrong, but nonetheless I'm going to use it. I'm not going to throw it away. So I've got blue netted flowers and yellow sponge flowers, and these are going to represent her hair, and these are going to represent her dress. Okay, so you can choose any colours you like from the film, doesn't have to be these. Alright, so I'm thinking for this one we're gonna do a band of yellow in the middle, because I haven't got an awful amount of yellow flowers next to the amount I've got of blue. So if I can find the middle on this thing, we're going to go round the centre with the yellow. Oh, these flowers are not very good, falling apart on me, the yellow ones. So we're going to go around the centre as best we can with the yellow, and then opposite sides with the light blue. And obviously you could choose whatever colours you like, it doesn't have to be the yellow or blue. You could do the whole thing in blue if you just want to represent her dress. So you've seen this before. Just gonna make some sort of border around the centre using the flowers. And then we'll start with the blue ones. So if you've made one, I'd love to see a photo of it. Let me know. If you've got a video of one, let me know and I'll go over and watch it. So just following it round. There's a bit of nets fell off of one of them. I do find the best place that I've bought them is China, but they take so long to come and you're itching to do the project. They don't seem to be the same quality in the UK. Okay, little bud in there. So there's her hair. And then we're going to do either side in the light blue to represent her dress. So I'll probably just do this to music. Okay, there we go. So you would have seen me make the mark for the stalk as I went along. So don't forget to leave a space for your stalk. And you saw the state of the polystyrene ball before I started. So don't throw these things away. You can still reuse them. And then press all the flowers down to make sure they're sitting quite evenly. Don't be afraid to press them down. They are sponge, so they will bounce back up. And then we'll leave that to dry overnight. So that's our Alice ball. Yellow for her hair and blue for her dress. And then of course you can go around tweaking things, adding extra glue. If you've got a gap, you can fill the gap with glue and just push the leaves of another one across so it joins up. There's one there, look. Just put a blob in there, push the leaf across, cover that gap up. But don't forget, some of them will be covered by embellishments anyway. All right. Okay, so the ball is completely dry. We've got to make a hole in the place we marked out for our trunk to go. So nice sharp pair of scissors or tool, watch your fingers, and you're going to go in about 2 inches. Okay, there we go. So we've got our place for our stalk to go. And then for our stalk, you've seen me use them before. I use these paper straws. You can get them online. I'm sure you could get them in stores. They're quite thick and sturdy, although they're paper. And that's going to go in about 2 inches once we've decorated it. Okay. So we decorate it before it goes into the head. And this is Alice in Wonderland, remember? So I've got a few bits pulled out for her tree. So we've got a mirror, a key, a watch, we've got a cake, a keyhole, 2 flamingos, which are just wood pieces which I've brush coloured. And we've got a drink me tag and an eat me tag, which again I've just made from wooden pieces and added star form letters to. And then we've got a little bottle that we're going to put with the drink me. We're going to fill with glitter. And we've got the cake for the eat me. And I'm sure I've got I got this Stamperia die cuts Alice, which we're going to use for this. Not all of them obviously, because they won't all fit, but we're going to use some of them. And I'll absolutely rip that to pieces up. Let me turn the fan off. Whirring in the back is the fan. You know I get really hot when I'm in the craft room. So we've got a playing card we can use. Cheshire Cat. Tea party sign. Cup and saucer and teapot. Oh, there's an eat me sign in here. Let's keep that out, we might use it. We're going to use the Alice. We're not going to use everything because obviously it won't all fit. We might use the Mad Hatter. And the... Oh, that's a big piece though. Yeah, possibly. Keep it out in case. There's a smaller playing card. A few Alices. Eat me sign. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So a few bits and pieces from there, which is good. And they're thick die cut pieces, they're not paper. So they'll hold up to being put on the tree head, in my opinion. Need to keep that in there. Don't know what they are. Okay, so we've got to decide how we're decorating the stalk. Light blue, I think. Probably. Let me have a look at some ribbon. Okay, so I found some ribbon. We'll get to that in a minute. For the pots, you can buy these online. They're small plastic pots with bases. I'm just going to glue the pot to the base. You can use any little pot you've got. It doesn't have to be this type. And then I've changed from using pebbles, because I've run out, to using shingle from the garden. So whatever you've got, it's good, just got to put some in the base to give it some weight, because obviously the head's going to get heavier the more you add to it. And now we could decorate this pot with some of these extra die cut pieces, I think. And we're going to put ribbon around the top there. So I'll find a few of these to add to it. Yeah, so that's good. We've got something to decorate the pot with. The ribbon, I've got yellow dotted and blue dotted. This is the one I used for the new baby boy tree. I'm not sure whether we should use yellow, just to marry it up with the tree band there. Okay, I think we're going to do it in the yellow, because if there's blue around it as well, I think there's going to be too much blue. So we're going to go around it with the yellow and white. And then at the front, where it meets, we're going to put a bow. Okay. And, you know, decorate it in whatever you've got. Doesn't have to be ribbon. Just realised when I made the Valentine tree, I never decorated the pot. How weird. Anyway, so gonna make a ribbon. You know, I like those really, really simple ones where you just fold a piece over, glue it down, add a piece to the front like that, glue that, and then add a couple of tails to it. It's the easiest thing, but gives you a bow. And I'm not the best at making bows, so let's just do that. Do it there. So glue it there and there. Then and don't do great big blobs of hot glue because it will show through the ribbon. Right, and then cut a piece off and round the centre. That. And then we just add a couple of tails at the back. Which, yeah, that's my kind of bow. Where's it gone? Right, so 2 tails the same size. I think they're a bit long. Just cut them a bit shorter. That's it. That's my bow. So just at an angle. There it is. So that's the bow. So we've got to go around this pot and bring the join to the front so the bow can cover it up. Okay, so there's the pot. There's the ribbon all the way around and the bow. I don't know what that mark is. It's just appeared on here. But not to worry, it will get covered up with something. Right, so that's the pot. So, as I said, you've got to weigh it down with some stones. And I'm just using shingles. And to be honest, it's probably easier to use these smaller stones because the stalk has got to sit in amongst the stones and it's easier to get it centered than when you use pebbles. So you can build up around the edges and leave the whole space empty. Then on top of that we're going to put polystyrene to get us a flat surface on the top for whatever we're going to put on the top. Okay, so that to one side now. We need to decorate the trunk. That's going to be in the same ribbon. Now then, you can start 2 inches down if you don't want to go right to the top. Or you can just do the entire thing, up to you. You're not going to see the very top of it when it goes inside the head of the tree. So yeah, it's up to you. And it's a good thing if you haven't got a lot of ribbon or whatever you're using, because you can start 2 inches down if you want to then. So I'm just putting a little smidgen of hot glue around it as I go. Just going to wrap it around, leaving a space in between and gluing every other section. You can glue the whole lot if you want to, it's up to you. So I'm going to do that off screen and I'll be back. Okay, so there it is, all done. Don't forget, you won't see the very bottom of the stalk either, so don't worry if that's a little bit off. Then I'm going to glue down inside the head. And we're going to put in our stalk. There we go. Push it as far as it will go. And then set that to one side to dry. Okay, so I filmed this one in 2 parts because it takes so long to upload a video of nearly an hour on YouTube. So if you head over to part 2, which is uploaded on the channel, you'll be able to see the next part. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.